something that everybody's onto, and I want to relay the question, and you can just respond to it appropriately. Where's the cattle?
We've got them.
I know. Specifically, is it here?
No, we've got them. They're undisclosed. We got it.
Okay, why is it undisclosed?
Because we don't want to create a flashpoint for conflict. You guys have shown that this isn't about lawful demonstration. This is about people.
No. Hold on a second. Come here for a second. I got me. I want to make sure I get this right, if you don't mind. You want to avoid conflict?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know, look, we're all about free speech. I mean, that's the same Constitution. The very amendment you speak of, we defend. So, you know, we understand free speech. We get it. But, you know, people holding rocks above their head to throw a police officer.
All right. To talk our way through this, and I have to be the liaison to talk our way through this. We want zero, and I mean zero, conflict, confrontational, nose to nose. I mean, the conversations we're having, you guys are all freaking doing your jobs. You believe you're doing what's constitutional. We're defending, and we're having a discussion, we're defending their rights as well. If we really believe that heavily in what we're doing, it's their rights as well. They have families, they've got jobs, they've got bosses that say you're going to follow orders. If they're unconstitutional orders, that's a different scenario. That's to be debated somewhere else. But we're going to have a face-to-face confrontation in the following fashion. For instance, I'll give you just a scenario. I'm not saying that, operationally what we're going to be doing. Let's say as a result of the media hellstorm, you know what's going on with the media hellstorm, right? We've had 20 satellite trucks over there, and it's going to go tenfold. As a result of that, now we have thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and I think I've mentioned that this was going to be coming about, so hopefully you understand it. I've seen this escalate to this point. Now we know we're going to get thousands and thousands of people. They're all en route, they're going to be coming. So what are we going to do with those people? Let's say, for instance, if the decision is made to line up in single file, 10,000 people, and then they come right here. One by one, everybody addresses you guys and says, let the cattle go. Are we going to be here screaming at you? You're going to be tasing? Is it going to be that type of confrontation? What we're trying to do is to completely de-escalate, 100%. So I'm here to tell you this morning, okay, what we want to do to make sure that there's zero conflict, okay? We now have political support. And I mean big time. We have sheriffs, constitutional sheriffs. We've got Sheriff Mack. Sheriff Mack coming out. You're going to probably need Sheriff Mack.
I know exactly what it is.
We have political representatives at the congressional level.
Very familiar.
Yes. And this is what we're going to ask for. Yeah. What we're going to ask for, okay, to de-escalate, make sure that we're not in head-to-head competition with you. You're taking care of your family, you're doing an absolute right job, and we've got energy at this level. We're meeting with you, you're going to do your job. We're going to put you in an uncomfortable position if you start, being belligerent. You're doing your job, we believe we're doing our job. That's going to force a bad situation. So we want to let you know, for instance, we're going to come here, and it's going to be non-negotiable, okay, as to the U.S. Constitution. What we believe in, and what we believe our political authorities and law enforcement authorities believe is the right thing to do. Here's the thing, I'm going to the chase. If that situation comes about, we want to make sure that any individual is given that opportunity to stand down, that they want to do their job. As a whistleblower, okay, if you make a decision...
that's not going to happen. So here's the deal. So wait. No, I'm done here. So let me explain this to you.
I have to finish it.
I understand where you think you're doing what's right. That Constitution you speak of, we actually have 2 federal court orders issued by 2 federal judges. If you impede or interfere, you will be arrested. Very clear. You impede, you interfere. With the U.S. Attorney, I got off the phone with Maine Justice out of D.C. today. You impede and interfere, you will be taken into custody.
Okay, tell D.C. Justice this is non-negotiable.
And I'm telling you, it's not.
Hold on a second. This is what's non-negotiable. This message that I'm communicating right now, how everything has come about, If it escalates after this point, after what I've just expressed to you, okay, command of that, okay, if you make the decision to not accept, the fact that, we're going to try to get people help, that if you stand down and you believe that you're standing for the Constitution is the right thing to do, and you got a very nice lady that's standing here, and you turn your back to the situation, that you're not going to lose your job, okay? But if you choose to go face to face and people get hurt, we're going to hold you personally accountable.
And I will hold you legally accountable. And I guarantee you that the Constitution is on my side, not that side.
That's not a guarantee.
Oh, I guarantee you.
But see, that's where, what
I guarantee you.
I know that. I don't want to have.
I'm the one that has sworn an oath in office. And if
I did
delegated from the U.S. government.
I did too.
So, and I would hope that you would uphold that.
That's why.
Well, we are.
Yeah, that's why.
And it's not.
And again, that piece that you're talking about, that's in a court of law. You don't decide that in the dirt.
Guess
You
what?
know, constitutions aren't decided on the dirt.
Tell D.C. it's a court.
Legal decisions are made on the dirt. Sir, you know that. As a lieutenant colonel, you know that.
We'll talk about that later now.
Yeah, but you know that that's not where it's done, right?
Yeah. Tell D.C. it's a court.
Legal decisions are made on the dirt. Sir, you know that. As a lieutenant colonel, you know that.
We'll talk about that later now.
Yeah, but you know that that's not where it's done, right?
Right.
Well, let's put it this way. I'm not here to actually talk because that's his job.
Yeah, but under the law, you will be taken into custody.
You're impeding with the U.S. Constitution.
No.
Do not impede.
Mr. Santilli, I appreciate that. You're absolutely right. You can fight that argument from jail if you choose to take that action.
It's not going to be a fight. It's going to be a non-negotiable term, peacefully.
Okay, and
that if you bring violence
I'm being very clear to what the terms are. I want you to hear me. You interfere, you impede, you will be arrested. Are we clear?
Same.
Okay. Again, interfere, impede, you will be arrested. I don't know how you plan on arresting me, but good luck with that.
Well, there's going to be some law enforcement officials that are going to be going to jail if they're unconstitutional.
Okay, yeah, don't do that. That's not going to end well for you.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm relaying the message.
That doesn't happen. And again, I've seen your numbers right now. You better hope that 10,000 show up. Because if you show up with those numbers, we got plenty of people here to take all those people to jail. So don't do that.
Sir, please, this is not, okay, don't challenge us in that regard.
I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you not to interfere and impede. You're telling me you're going to show up and arrest officers? That's not going to happen.
I didn't say I was going to do that.
It's not going to happen.
If anyone is unconstitutional, does not follow and abide by their oath to the U.S. Constitution, they're going to be arrested, including the sheriff of this county.
Okay, well, you start with him. Go arrest Doug Gillespie. Once you accomplish that, you come back and
he will be incarcerated if he fails and refuses to uphold his oath to the U.S. Constitution.
You let me know when that occurs.
He will go to jail.
Okay, let me know when that occurs.
Okay.
Once that occurs, let you and I have a discussion about what the next step looks like.
Right.
All right?
We don't want anyone to be harmed. We're not going to come here aggressively. Okay? It's not under aggression. You can turn your back.
No one's turning their back. Turning our back.
You have the option.
You have the option not to create a conflict. And I'm telling you right now, I'm putting you on warning. Okay? You on warning as the messenger. If you violate, you impede, you interfere with 2 lawful court orders, you will be prosecuted, you will be arrested.
They're unlawful court orders.
Sir, again, I appreciate that. You are not a judge, you are not a lawyer.
But me personally, if I was going to be that person that you would be addressing, if you believe that I'm impeding, okay?
I
would be willing to
you will lawfully go into custody under the Constitution. You can go before a federal magistrate, and you can argue your case about the lawfulness of court orders.
I did not come here to do anything but to give you the opportunity to prevent a scenario where you're going to make a decision to cause harm to people.
Again, that decision will be made by your supporters in that camp.
Your presence has incited.
No, our presence, we're lawfully here. Look, you see all these signs? You're in a closed area, you're on federal land. You don't have to like it. It is the law.
It is not federal land.
It is federal land.
You think so?
I am positive.
I'll bet you lunch.
Mr. Santilli, if you were right, I wouldn't have a job. So you know what? Be right, get it changed, and then I'm happy not to wear this little gold shield that I have on my hip.
You're managing it.
Again,
you're not the owner of the land.
Go get Gillespie. If that is your theory, do it the legal way. Go get the sheriff. Come on down with the sheriff.
Theory, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
you've been misinformed.
Then make it happen.
And
where is he then?
Do you know how dangerous
Where is he, Santilli?
Hold on a second. Do you know how dangerous it is for you to run around with a gun and badge with what you just told me? That you think it's theoretical. That you actually believe that you have the Constitution and the law behind you and the entitlement, and you have a badge and a gun?
Yeah, we do have the Constitution. Sorry. Yeah. We do.
I'm very concerned at this point.
I'm very concerned too.
I'm going to tell you, you're actually with confidence at this point, you're basing everything on the numbers. Is that what you said?
Again, we are very confident we will continue to do what's lawful in this country. If you come here, you impede, you interfere, you don't obey lawful orders, you will be taken into custody and prosecuted. Period.
You have the opportunity to avoid an unnecessary
Impede,
confrontation.
interfere, or violate the law, you will be taken into custody.
Respectfully, I'm just trying to do that.
And
It's your
again,
option.
we're not coming down there. You see us down at his house. You see us on his private property. You see us on anybody's private property. We're on federal land, which is managed by the United States government, something I think you can appreciate.
Managed by the United States
Managed
government.
Owned by the public, managed by the United States government, gives us our legal authority to be here. Again, you come unlawfully, you impede, you interfere, you will be arrested. Period. Non-negotiable. Okay. Seems fairly simplistic, right?
Yes, make the right decision.
You do as well.
Yeah.
Colonel, let's have
I will.
Yeah. Colonel, let's have I will.
May 5th, 2011. My name is Osama bin Laden. I am held captive by Fafner, a transnational military intelligence organization in Austria. I was not killed by US forces, Operation Geronimo, and the war on terror are false flag operations. Fafner will transfer me to the US government immediately if the Pentagon agrees in returning all transdimensional technology stolen from Fafner laboratories by ruthless American Black Ops forces during Operation Deeper Moon Dust and Operation March Hare. Otherwise, I will have to be released and guarded to safe location outside the known space-time continuum based on the Stockholm Majestic Protocols. Plus, Fafner will release all classified information about my personal and my relation to government officials. Save the human reality